Hey, what's happening, guys? I just tried doing live video on YouTube through my phone and it stunk. Kept on freezing up. So I'm going to do this and then I'll upload it. So you're watching this. This has been uploaded now. Anyway, so title Litecoin is setting up to run away. Now, a lot of the cryptos are setting up to run away. And if you're excited as I am, go check out CoinMarketCap. Bitcoin's at 9,100. Litecoin is at 158-ish, which it's up $6-7 from this morning. Man. Why do I think Litecoin is setting up to run away? Well, let's take some things into consideration here, folks. Abra has to have been buying it. There was somebody who either bought or moved 700,000 Litecoin last week. 700,000 was like $105 million worth of Litecoin. See, Litecoin is setting up to be the means of exchange. All the communication, all the networking that the Litecoin Foundation and Charlie Lee are doing, it's the stuff that's going on behind the scenes with Litecoin is massive. The connections that Charlie Lee is making and reaching out to with Litecoin to integrate it, 10x, which I'm a huge fan of 10x. They are a phenomenal blockchain organization, and you should probably look into getting some of their tokens. I know initially they had some really awesome plans. I mean, literally you were going to earn interest holding on to the 10x tokens. Are called pay tokens, Pay. And but anyway, their whole deal is to bridge that gap and make things extremely fast on this commit network that they're working on, so people can use their phones and spend their crypto, and then the merchant, if they want to get it exchanged into whatever fiat that they want, they would do that. Who else did they just partner? The Alliant credit card processing machines, the point of sale machines. They're one of the biggest in the business. I'm not going to say they're the biggest, but they're one of the biggest, and they added Litecoin, so companies can accept Litecoin. And if any of you were paying attention to the big build-up on April 17th, The Verge, and I mentioned this in a video that Charlie Lee in his tweets, I caught it. You know, you can't just read the first tweet. You gotta be Twitterific and tweet yourself on down through the tweets to see who's talking. The CEO of TokenPay kind of called Charlie Lee out, and just because of his tweet, I don't want to say he called him out, but he basically asked or told Charlie, we should be helping each other out. We should partner up. And guess what we did as TokenPay? We bought a share in a bank, a German bank. We own almost 10% of it with the option to buy more. And that gets us a seat at the table with the regulators. See, me personally, I hate regulation. I think it's a bunch of crap that I would have to be an accredited investor. Like, where was the SEC all these years? All of a sudden, crypto's hit this key point and bada bing, bada boom, but it's crap. I want to invest in a good ICO like Celsius. Check that one out, folks. I couldn't. They didn't make it available in the U.S. due to the SEC. Stop trying to be a nanny state. Government officials, stop trying to control everything that we do. If I want to go throw money out in the river, so be it. I don't care. You shouldn't be able to tell me what to do with the money that I've earned for the services or products that I sold. So, anyway, enough of that rant. There's just a lot of things going on with Litecoin. There's several possibilities coming up with the different debit card options to load Litecoin on it, and then the merchant would be able to convert that Litecoin directly into the currency they want. Now, my honest opinion, I don't think we're there yet with spending cryptos. As a business owner, you should accept cryptocurrency. It would behoove you to accept cryptocurrency at this point, for the sheer fact that, You accept it now, there's a good chance by the end of the year it's probably going to be worth a little bit more. You could grow your cash flow coming in massively. But these cryptos are setting up to run very nicely. And don't be all bummed out. You guys that are just getting started or new, relax. Put the bar down. It's a roller coaster ride, and it's one of the fastest ones I've ever been on, because there's so many highs and then the lows come. And when you go through, we just went through this draw from late January, February, March into April, and things were just not moving. Really, what was happening is things, we had to sell off. People want to take their profits. That's what people want to do when they invest in assets or stocks. So, Litecoin, guys, I'm not saying you shouldn't buy anything else, but right now, my honest opinion is Litecoin. My conservative estimate by the end of the year, based off of everything that I hear that's going on behind the scenes. I shouldn't say hear what's going on behind the scenes. It's stuff that I read in the news or listen to other YouTubers talk about, that they find information out about Litecoin. These connections and this network that's going on is, if anybody, friend or family, comes and tells me that cryptocurrencies aren't here to stay, okay, go ahead and continue to think that way. In a few years, we'll see where things are at. Actually, we'll see where things are at in about 2 to 5 years. I think in about 2 years, more people that were skeptical are going to say, well, I think I missed the boat, might as well try to get involved now. But, honestly, cryptocurrencies are more about just the sheer financial freedom you're going to get because of the growth. It's more about you controlling your own money. It's a simple fact that if you show me who controls the money, I'll show you who controls all the people. It's that simple. So who controls our money right now? The banks and the governments. And who owns the banks? The rich people, the Rothschilds, the J.P. Morgans, the Rockefellers. Those are the people that own us. And really the fiat system, let's be honest here, folks, the fiat system is a system of debt. It is a system of debt. And I'm a Christian, and all through the Bible, there's lots of talk about money in the Bible, but one of the key things I learned is you are a slave to debt. We are all slaves using this fiat-based money because it's all debt-based. Because a bank only needs to hold 10% of the money that you deposited. What do you think they do with the other 90%? They loan it out. So you give them $100 to hold of your money. They take 90 of it and loan it out to the next guy. And then they take that 90, right? They only have to hold 10% of it. And they take the other $81 and loan it out. I mean, how is that right and how is that fair? And they're charging what kind of interest rate? My goodness. So with cryptos, we become responsible for our money. Okay, I own a piece of the real estate on the blockchain. When I start buying Litecoin, I start acquiring more and more. Or I buy Bitcoin, I acquire more and more real estate. And it's mine because I have the private keys for it. Till I say, here, I'm going to sell you some of my crypto. Or I'm going to buy something with some crypto. Now it's yours. You think it's valued at this. See, currency is nothing more than an illusion. What we value money at, it's nothing more than an illusion. It's nothing more than a perception of what we value it at. How much does that dollar cost to make? Or that $100 bill? It's crazy. But anyway, again, Litecoin with Abra and running smart contracts on it. And if you go to the digital currency group, man... and I think I mentioned this to you guys before, NASDAQ, MasterCard, Coinbase, they're all part of the digital currency group. And not to mention this, if you want to, I've always been told if you want to be rich, you do what rich people do, or you want to be happy, you do what happy people do. And I try to live my life that way. Not that I'm saying I want to be rich, because money isn't everything to me. Spending quality time with people, that's important to me. But sometimes we're slaves and you don't get to spend quality time with people. So Sometimes you need some money to do that. But if you take a look, George Soros, oh, he's a billionaire. The Rothschilds, Rockefeller, they are all just recently, within the past couple weeks, announcing we're getting into the crypto game. We're buying some Bitcoin. We're creating a hedge fund for this. We're doing that. It's coming, folks. It's coming. Hop on the freaking roller coaster and let's go for a ride. All right? So, don't wait any longer. Figure out a way to get some cryptocurrency. You can use an app called Uphold. Great little app to buy crypto. Now you're limited on the amount you can buy until you become KYC compliant. You could download the Abra app. Now you're going to have to wait with Abra before you can send all the different cryptocurrencies they have on there. But right now you can only send Bitcoin out. From what I'm hearing, shortly by the end of this month or next month, you should be able to send more of the cryptos that they have listed on there out of the wallet. But Abra is great. You get the private key. You own that stuff, so it's nice. And they're quick. I mean, you deposit money, it's in there the next day. You do whatever you want. Uphold, though, very similar to Coinbase. You can buy it, but you don't get it for a couple days. And you can sign up with Coinbase, but these companies, they get really big, and I think people get involved and twist things and turn things, or maybe our government threatens them or something, or the regulators threaten them. I don't know. But Coinbase isn't working with WikiLeaks anymore, and cheapair.com or somebody, I think, stopped working with Coinbase for merchant stuff, for crypto. So I don't know. But anyway, don't be afraid to get it. I think the thing that I hear most from new people is, well, I'm just kind of scared. I just don't know much about it. Neither did I when I got started buying this stuff. I can tell you, because I love technology, that I was always intrigued. Like, Bitcoin, what is this stuff? It's cool, man. Like, but it's for, like, porn and gambling or something, or on the dark web. But I remember it was 2013, I think they thought they found Satoshi Nakamoto. It was Dorian Nakamoto, and he lived by one of the guys that helped write the code and communicated with Satoshi on, all the stuff in the beginning of Bitcoin, and received some of the first transactions, But I never read the white paper. Read the white paper. It's plain and simple. It's a new protocol on ways to make transactions transparent and distributed and really hard to hack and much more secure. And there's a gazillion reasons why cryptocurrencies and the blockchain are a much better way to do things. So, again, you guys have any questions, concerns, comments, reach out to me. I love this stuff beyond, I don't know. I listen to it all day as much as I can. I read about it. You don't have to do that. No, don't do that. I'm just telling you that here's an opportunity that comes along once ever in a generation. In generations. Once in a while, a generation has an opportunity to really set their generation, their family up for years, for generations, for I'm really thinking and feeling that I am setting up my family and my kids and my grandkids and their kids to not really have to be concerned about money. And I really think our economy and everything's going to change so much for the better. There's just so many more positive things that come out of this, rather than being controlled by an entity. The blockchain is simply just there to manage our transactions. It's not there to print more money. It's only there to provide the truth that this address sent some money over to this address. And it's confirmed, and we know it's there, and we can't ever change it. We can't. So keep that in mind when you're buying this stuff. Don't just buy it to get rich quick. That's far from what you should be doing this for. Will it help you get ahead a little bit quicker? By all means. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but these two old fogies on YouTube that I enjoy watching, Crypto Bit Brothers, because they're just fun to watch. I share their sentiment, and they were just talking today, folks, I'm not a financial advisor, but man, cash out of that pension, that 401k and 403bs that you have. It's time to get serious. And I'm pretty sure they hit the nail on the head. It's time to get serious about your finances and getting yourself ahead. The stuff is getting ready to run. There's been a lot of pressure building up. There's so many companies and organizations that have things that are planned to come out on the blockchain this year, next couple months. It's gonna go. It's like steam building up, getting ready to blow the top off of something. Um, it's gonna go, and it's gonna go, and it's gonna go. And think long term, because this stuff is going to run up and it's going to pull back, and it's going to run up and it's going to pull back. Why? Because people are trading it. People are trading it on emotions. It's just the way our human interaction is with things that can make us money. And if you want to do that, by all means, go ahead. I'm hearing Binance and Bittrex are probably going to add fiat pairs for trading. If you want to go down that route, you see Litecoins at $3,000 and it go out there without stopping. You're like, maybe I should take some profit. Pull it off. Maybe it drops down to $1,500. Well, now you can buy double the amount of Litecoin, double your amount that you had in your possession. Not a bad way to go. But I'm not a trader. I'm a hodler. You got to hodl, you got to think long term, you got to think, hey, Bitcoin's, 9,100 today. That seems so expensive. I'm telling you, in 2 years, you're going to be like, dang, wish I would have just taken a credit card or a loan out and bought one Bitcoin. I could have paid the house off right now, or I could have bought a new one. I could have paid the old one off and bought a new one, But if you guys, the people that don't want to buy crypto, it's okay. You're not going to be left out. You'll eventually have to adapt. It's just the way it's going to happen. But you won't be poor. You'll still be doing your job. You're just over broke, job that just is what it is. Will cryptos completely take over in a hurry? I don't see it happening. It's going to be a slow turnover. Maybe in 5 years, probably have 30% adoption, and 7 years, maybe 60 or 70% adoption. Maybe whatever, 10 years. But it's going to make your life a lot easier. But you have to be responsible for it. So, again, you guys watching this, you have any questions? You want me to do a video on something? Maybe how to do something with a Ledger Nano? Why should we put our crypto in a Ledger Nano? Let me know. Give me a heads up. Give me a shout out. I'll talk about hardware wallets. But that's one key thing. If you're just starting out and you're buying crypto, don't let it on Coinbase. Don't let it on exchanges. Don't let it on apps that are connected to your phone or the internet all the time. Spend the money and get a hardware wallet. Spend the $100, get a Ledger Nano or a Trezor or a Keep Key, or there's a couple of them out there. I like the Ledger Nano because it's just does what it does. It's compatible with a lot of different things that I use. Trezor is getting there, but it's still useful. And really the big part of these hardware wallets isn't so much that little piece of hardware in holding your crypto so much on it. It's the fact that it hides your private key. That's the important part. And the seed phrase that you write down for that private key is more important, because you can take that seed phrase and load it onto another hardware wallet. And that's what gets you into all these different cryptocurrencies and their wallets and the blockchains and stuff. So you want to make sure you protect that with your life. But I'm gonna end this video, and when you're done watching this, go do yourself a favor, sign up somewhere, get an app. I don't care what it is. Go to Coinbase, sign up, whatever. Use my referral link and get some stinking cryptocurrencies. You won't regret it, folks. I'm out. God bless you and have a wonderful night.